truths about you that were buried before you ever had the chance to hear them. And that may be one of the quietest tragedies of being human, because from the moment you entered this world, people were quick to tell you what needed fixing. They pointed at your flaws before they ever pointed at your strength. They trained you to notice what was missing, while staying completely silent about what was already there. You start believing that what nobody recognized in you must not exist. But that's the lie. The world is incredibly skilled at naming your weaknesses. It is almost silent when it comes to naming what you carry. And that silence has confused millions of people into doubting gifts they were born with. What follows is not motivation. It's not another temporary message designed to make you feel better for 5 minutes and forget it tomorrow. There are things that have always been true about you, and somehow, nobody ever said them. Before your name, before your face, before anyone ever told you who you were supposed to be, something deeper already knew. And one of the hardest truths to accept is this: there is a part of you that chose this life knowing exactly how heavy it would be, not accidentally, and not as punishment. Many ancient spiritual teachings speak of this idea that before the conscious mind ever takes its first breath, the soul already understands the terrain it is entering, the resistance, the confusion, the weight, the timing, the people, the losses, the pressure, not because suffering is the goal, but because some souls come here for assignments that comfort could never prepare them for. And if that's true, it changes everything, because suddenly your life stops looking like a series of random hardships and starts looking like a path you were strong enough to volunteer for. That means the pressure didn't arrive to break you. It arrived because something in you was always meant to be built under conditions most people would run from. And the moment you truly understand that, you stop asking why life has been so heavy, and you start realizing that maybe it had to be. Most people think the most dangerous moment in life is when everything falls apart. They think it's the heartbreak, the betrayal, the loss, the humiliation, the moment when there's nothing left to hold on to. But if you've lived long enough, you start realizing that rock bottom is rarely what destroys people. Rock bottom is loud. It gets your attention. It forces change. It leaves no room for denial. The real danger is much quieter than that. The most dangerous moment in your life is the moment right before things begin to change. When you've been trying for so long that your effort starts feeling invisible. When you've been showing up, doing the work, carrying the weight, staying disciplined, staying faithful, and yet the outside world gives you absolutely nothing back. No signs, no confirmation, no proof that any of it is working. That silence breaks more people than failure ever could, because failure at least gives you something to fight against. But silence makes people question themselves. Silence makes people wonder if they've been wasting their time. Silence makes people abandon things that were actually working, simply because the results didn't arrive on their schedule. Most people do not fail because life beats them. They fail because the silence convinces them nothing is happening. And that is where most people walk away. Not when things are impossible, but when things are close and they don't know it. That's why this moment matters, because there's someone hearing this right now who has been carrying more than anyone realizes. You've been doing the inner work. You've been holding yourself together. You've been staying in the fight even when nothing around you looks different. And what makes this moment dangerous is that you may be standing inches away from the turn without knowing it. Some people quit at the door they spent years walking toward. Don't let that be you.